Okay, so we're going to be reading about Don't Forget Tiggs. I'll read the blurb. Mr. and Mrs. Hurry were always rushing about. They never stopped, but that means they forgot some things rather important. Things like eating and shopping and taking their son Harry to school. Thankfully, Tiggs the cat is around to remind them. But will anyone remember to give Tiggs his dinner? Okay, that sounds like a good blurb. So, don't forget Tiggs. Mr. and Mrs. Hurry were in a hurry. They were always in a hurry, but this morning they were in even more of a hurry. It was the hurriest hurry there has ever been. They were hurrying by the fridge. They were hurrying by the bathroom. They were hurrying everywhere. Then, in the most hurriest hurry of all, first Mrs. Hurry hurried out the house and off to work. Whoosh! And then Mr. Hurry hurried off out the house and off down the road and off to work. Whoosh! Well, at least they had gotten everything done. So off they hurried with smiles on their faces. Good. No problem. Mr. and Mrs. Hurry had a son. His name was Harry, or Harry as he was called at school. Harry. And what had happened this morning is that Mr. and Mrs. Hurry were in such a hurry that they had hurried out the door and off to go to work without their son Harry. Either Miss Hurry or Mr. Hurry would usually take them to school, but this morning Mr. Hurry thought that Mrs. Hurry was taking Harry. Mrs. Hurry thought Mr. Hurry was taking Harry. Mr. Hurry and Mrs. Hurry were in too much of a hurry to even say to each other, "Are you taking Harry to school today?" This means in the end, neither of them took Harry to school. Oh dear. So Harry sat in his room on his own, wondering what to do. He knew he was too small to go to school on his own. He knew he was too small to stay at home on his own. So what to do? Luckily, someone else lived there with Mr. and Mrs. Hurry and Harry. Tiggs. Tiggs had seen Mr. Hurry leave. Tiggs had seen Mrs. Hurry leave. Tiggs had seen that Harry was on his own. Tiggs thought about all this, and then after a short while he had an idea. He ran upstairs into the bathroom and leaped up onto the windowsill, squeezed himself through the window and jumped on top of the shed. Harry looked up. "I know what that room is," he thought. "That's Tiggs landing on the roof of the shed. Then he'll jump off the shed and sit in a sunny spot in the garden." Like and subscribe for chapter 2.